everyone, it's Jess and Mitch, your independent Scentsy family directors with Jesse's Angels Saving Lives. Tonight we wanted to talk to you a little bit about the different phases of your business and what we went through in the very beginning as well as to this day that we do in order to make our home life and our home-based business work for us. And beginning of your business, there's a lot of sacrifice in order to build your foundation. And it requires whoever the consultant is in the relationship or in the business, you have to get out and book home parties in order to find your clientele and continue on to find new home parties and hopefully build a team through finding new people at those home parties, which requires you to be out of the home sometimes, as well as being on training calls to learn your business and techniques in order to build the business and create skills. This requires some sacrifice, being away from your family sometimes a lot more than you'd like, even though you're in the home. And so we want to share with you what Mitch did as my business partner and partner as my husband to help me be able to free me up for the time that I needed in order to train and work my business to build what we've created to this day.
That's right. So this is what went on with us was, while she started our business and with all the training, and even to this day, like she said, it's still going on. I work a regular 6:30 to 3 job, and when I got off of work, I come home and I completely take over the house. What I mean by taking over the house is I get the kids going with their homework, occupy Alyssa as much as we can. Get the laundry going, start the dinner, just so she can go to work, pretty much, is what it's going to be down to. When our business first started, it was hard for us both to get adjusted to everything. I mean, I've always cooked dinner. I'm not saying she never cooked dinner. I'm just saying that was just something that I always liked to do. But the baths and the laundry and everything, that was always split up between the two of us. And now that the business is kind of taking over our lives more for the good, not for the bad, it doesn't give her as much time to do any of that stuff. So I just come home and boom, I hit it and I take it all over. So that way that frees her up to work the business. Because like I said, during the day, it's kind of hard because she's running the kids to school, she's picking them up from school, so it's a lot of split time in between. So for her to get some serious work done, it happens at probably about, what would you say, about 5:30?
After dinner.
After dinner, boom, I get home. And after we eat, boom, she's working her business, like our business, it's a business.
And we wanted to share that it does take time to get that system going. We had to go through lots of trial and error to figure out what works for us and what works for me as far as for the business. Obviously I can't go to hostess's house and coach them at 10 o'clock at night. So there's some adjustments that always have to be made in order to make the business work, or for me to make phone calls. When I'm home with my 5-year-old and she's with me all day, I have to be able to coordinate the time when she's occupied or sleeping for her nap or whatever. So I have to be real creative in order to utilize my time really effectively. So when I'm not totally ignoring my daughter, but also being able to get work done as I can. Do a phone call in between while she's eating lunch, or listen to a training call while she's occupied with an educational TV show or whatever. But we just have to be very creative, but we have to be consistent. But I do really rely on him when he comes home to really occupy our children and make sure they get the attention they need and get everything done in order so I can focus on what needs to happen, like training all of you or preparing for trainings for all of you. Now, there's times in the business that you will be working and you'll feel like you're just working, and you're not getting the results that you feel should be happening. And we've experienced that several times in our business. But that's the sacrifice part of the business. And you have to believe that over time, the work that you put in is going to build a momentum in order to get your results. And just when we both feel like we just are not getting anywhere and we question whether it's worth it or not, amazing things happen.
Yeah, we go to the park and we meet somebody and we introduce them to the business.
Yes.
Or, we go to one of Buzzy's baseball games and she's doing a training call at the baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened in the past, and I'm sure it's going to happen in the future because baseball's about to start. The people that we've met throughout this whole 3 years almost, going up in April, it's just been incredible. And honestly, me personally, I probably wouldn't have thought we would have met those kind of people in a lifetime. So it's not over. It's just beginning. We have trials and tribulations that we work through, and I'm sure you guys are going to have trials and tribulations to work through. Just the goal is to keep pushing and work through those trials and help each other. When you don't think you're helping, you actually are helping. Can you do more? Probably. Just talk it out and find out, because there's many times where I could have been doing more and I find out that I could do more, and I do more as much as I can.
With that being said, it's very important for the consultant to not just assume that your partner understands what you need from them. That's one thing that happens to us a lot, is that I kind of get into a mode and I'm getting a system going and I kind of forget to communicate with him and let him know what I need as far as assistance. And so it's very important to communicate whether they're doing a good job, and it's really important that they understand what is really helping and what is not. And like he said, find out what they need from you as the spouse. And sometimes I'll admit it, I've blown up on him like, why haven't you asked me if I needed any help with anything? And meanwhile, he's just not realizing that I need it because I'm making it look like I don't need any help. But inside, I'm freaking out and I need assistance. So make sure you guys communicate. And we've come to a point in our relationship a lot that we just weren't communicating well enough. And so we've had to just, really lay down everything and say, okay, how can we make this easier? How can we make this work? But the biggest thing that has helped us get to where we are today is that we both know where we want to be and what this business it means to us and what our ultimate goal is. And so whenever I'm struggling and I'm forgetting my why, he's there to remind me what I'm working for, and to remind me all my efforts have paid off and is paying off, and we are getting results. Because sometimes the consultant is the one putting in all the effort, and they get so overwhelmed and they don't know if the effort is worth it, because you feel like the business is taking over from your family. But you have to know what your ultimate goal is. And for me and Mitch, we know that it is for our family. And so to others, it may not seem like the effort and the time that's being taken from the family is worth it. But we know what our ultimate reason is so we can have the time and the financial ability and be able to have memories that we wouldn't be able to have if we didn't have a home-based business. So you just have to know what is important to you and your family. And it's going to be different with each of you. What we understand, what we want. And when we forget, we remind each other and we talk about it, because that's something that's going to happen on a regular basis. Is you have to be each other's cheerleaders and remind each other when one person's down, the other one has to lift that person up. And make sure that you do have somebody that you can lean on in the business, like your directors. We've been probably through everything you can imagine. Yeah. And so it's very likely there's nothing you're going to experience in this business as a couple, as a mom, as a dad, as a business owner, as a consultant, that we haven't gone through. So please let us help you. Reach out to us. And even if we haven't gone through it specifically, we probably know somebody that has and will be able to refer you and to be able to talk to somebody or give you a story that's going to make you feel and realize you're not alone. So we hope this has helped a little bit. We're going to start doing more videos together, and just so you guys can kind of know about what behind the scenes, what really goes on. And if you can please email us and let us know of any topics you'd like us to talk about, we'd be happy to do it.
And enjoy your journey.
Bye, everyone. Until next time.